Hey, welcome back. When we left off, we were working our way through the Tower of Ishal. We made it through the first floor. I believe there's two, maybe even three floors left to go, so we have our work cut out for us. Let's get to it.
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
We could try reasoning with them. Let them know they're in the wrong place, the wrong time, you know?
Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
We'll laugh about this later.
Absolutely.
At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Tyron Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
Alright. And let's do that. We're discussing in a previous video that there was a mention made that this is a dwarven ruin. I don't know what they're doing making towers, but okay, your guess is as good as mine. But if this be a dwarven ruin, then that means there are lower levels that would, of course, inevitably lead all the way down to whatever dwarven city is underneath us here. I don't believe this would be Orzammar. I think we're far away from there, so you know, the dwarven cities, of course, not only being underground, but we're spread out all over the place, and there are deep roads connecting them from one Taig, or I guess you could say family clan area to another. I think that's how all that works. But anyway, if this leads down to a dwarven area, then that also connects to the deep roads, which of course are the Darkspawn's highway to get up to the surface. So now we know where these Darkspawn have come from, and that didn't set off any bells with the army and have them reinforce this more so than the front lines. I don't know why not. I guess nobody snapped, but gives us something to do while we're here, right? Clear out all these Darkspawn just to get up to the roof. All right, so you see what I'm doing here is clearing out these little side rooms in case there's any stragglers that would, of course, join in the fight and try to flank us. We go face that mob that is inevitably in that outer circle hallway. So we go to these inner circle rooms, also see if there's any loot in these boxes, which it looks like there is. Notice I haven't assigned using health potions to my followers. Hopefully that doesn't get the entire party killed, but I'm pretty much letting them fall. I'm trying to save those. At some point, if I can get a surplus of those, I can actually start selling them. And they don't count for much, but if I have some lesser and regular health poultices, then if I can make some greater ones with materials that I've gathered that I haven't had to use on smaller health poultices, then I can sell those. And those do eventually start to gain in value, especially the... I'm not sure if greater health poultice is the biggest kind you can make, but... the larger ones like that, they are worth more money, anyway. Instead of being worth, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 silver or something, they're worth, like, a half a gold to, you know, a gold piece or something. Right? Actually substantial. So if we can get the materials to make them for free, and not have to use our little ones, then we can sell the big ones when we do come across them. So, anyway. Thus why I'm trying to save as many as possible. Also, times like this, it's good to go back. Sometimes when an enemy is going to drop loot, it doesn't automatically register. I have found, and I think we experienced this in the Kakari Wilds, where we came back to one area way later. We were looking for, I think, a Chassin trail marking sign or something, and we saw a Darkspawn laying there glittering, and he had some random loot on him, but he certainly wasn't glittering when we dropped him. Way back when. I mean, we had essentially explored around the entire map and then came back and found that he had dropped some loot. So sometimes it's good to go backtrack a little bit. At higher levels, these guys will be dropping more money. Instead of like 2 copper, they'll start dropping like 50 silver and stuff like that. You certainly don't want to miss that. Nice. Alright, I think we had it pretty much clear, but you know what? How about just one more look-see? Yeah, see? Here we go. Okay, and they certainly weren't sparkling a minute ago, so... You know, if that's the case... It won't hurt to take 2 seconds just to go look. Just to see. Alright. I think we can get out of here now. Those ballistas, the reason you don't see me trying to use those is that they have friendly fire also, and inevitably one of your followers will jump in front of it and get himself harpooned.
Low gain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal.
Alright, we can expect on a higher floor that things will get a little bit harder now. You would think. But this should be it. And then once we get to the top floor, we'll be able to light the fire and see what's awaiting us up there. Having played this before, I already know what's coming, but for those of y'all joining this for the first time, then I'll be quiet about it. On Nightmare, it can be interesting, actually. It really can be interesting. Depends on how it goes. Okay, and apparently I have drawn the ire of all the archers for myself. Okay, well. Lost everybody, huh? That's fine.
Let's get started.
So the archers essentially took out my party. That's essentially what happened. Once they stopped concentrating on me. No surprise the mage went down early either. Kind of surprised Alistair went down first, though. No. I've been dumping points into his strength instead of his health. And the reason for that is at some point I'm going to want him to equip certain armor that's going to have a really high strength requirement. And I'm going to want to have those points there. And then once he can equip that, then I can worry about health, maybe a little willpower, some other stuff. Okay, now I mentioned in the last video I was going to fight for a while without momentum. And then I was going to equip it, and actually I'd half forgotten about it. But anyway... I have it active now, and from this point forth, you're going to see a major difference in the combat. I'd like to give him that, but I know there's something coming up in a town not too far from here, and it's either get him to where he can make traps, or invest in traps myself, but I'm going to invest in other things, like survival and stuff. I don't remember what's the one that allows you to disarm the highest level traps. The ones that are worth like, 40, 50 XP apiece. I'm thinking it's survival, honestly. You'd think it's trap making, but I don't think so. I think you need trap making just to use simple traps, but I don't ever use them. But I think survival is the one that allows you to disarm them. I may be wrong on that. I actually have to go look at that, because if that's the case, I may want to invest some points into trap making myself, just because. But right, I don't have enough cunning for that. I'm not going to need that 4th tier for a little while. I don't think there's any speech checks that require it this early. 3 is plenty high. And I think I get a couple free cunning points in the fade, so I'm going to try to hold off on that. I'm not going to go invest points into cunning that I don't have to now, and then get points in the fade and wind up with more than I'll need. I don't want to waste any points that I can sink into dexterity. My dexterity, I'm going to want that up in, I don't know, 50s, 60s, 70s, whatever. As high as I can get it. Because that's where my damage and my attack and my defense rating comes from. Alright. Alright, now look at my attack speed now. Let's see, let's go get in the thick of it. There we go. It looks almost double, honestly. Now I know the animations are a little deceiving. That, the base numbers that you're doing are set. regardless of what your animation looks like. But it's still faster. I believe it's, by the numbers, I think it's 40-something%. This is one case where it was probably a good idea to get the boss, or mini-boss there out of the way before messing with these archers, but now we need to do that.
You never had a chance.
Nice. And the faster you can kill the enemy, obviously, the less time he has to kill you, right? If he can hit you 10 times in 10 seconds, then if you kill him in 3 seconds, he can only hit you 3 times. That's the way I look at it, so. They can't hurt you if they're dead. Well, unless they become undead, and then I guess, well, anyway. Alright, I guess I could have let them out a little earlier. But we'll let them go down here and get their chew on. Well, why would you even bring the dogs into it? They might die. Well, I'll tell you what. They're going to die anyway in this tower if I leave them in there. But at least we get them a chance to get some lunch before they go.
As you wish.
Eat a few darkspawn. Of course, I don't see them getting into the fight. Actually, I don't even know where they went. You see them? I don't see the dogs anywhere. I think they were to be used for that fight that was in that main room, but we own the crap out of them ourselves, so we're good. Wow, that was a fail.
Let's get started.
I think when we do get to the final area, I think I'm going to take control of the mage. My character's just going to do what my character does. It's going to really be up to my defense rating, whether I can avoid getting hit by some of the AoE. But I think I'll take control of the mage. He has a nifty paralyze spell, which may come in handy. Oh, nice. Oh, sweet. See, this is definitely worth doing here. Alright, there's one thing I don't know if it's in effect, like it was in Dragon Age 2, is on Nightmare difficulty, Dragon Age 2, I sold basically most, if not all, of my potions, because if you had very few, the drop rate from enemies was really high. But if you had several in your inventory, the drop rate was really low. Now, there's a money glitch in Dragon Age 2, identical to the one in Dragon Age Origins, which makes me think that they put that in place for Nightmare difficulties, so you could get the higher tier stuff, if you wanted it. Honestly, I mean, why would you put the same exploit or same glitch coded into a game twice, and then after, 20 updates, still not fix it? If it's something to even be fixed. Honestly, I have a sneaky suspicion that it's in there on purpose. Also, that glitch is also on their wikis, and they've never done anything about it. But anyway, since where you can sell the merchants the same item twice, put it in your junk, sell it to them twice, buy it back from junk for the same price as a single item, then sell it back to them twice, and just repeat that until you get as much money as you want. Let's
That wasn't so bad.
Anyway, in the second Dragon Age, for money, I wouldn't usually exploit that either. In Dragon Age 2, so to get money, I would sell all my potions as I found them. And sure enough, it didn't leave me a whole bunch of them during fights, but I'd wind up selling quite a few of them. 4 here, 5 there, 6 here, go out on a quest, come back, sell all my potions. Go back out on my quest, the first couple enemies we killed would drop more potions, And so, never run out that way. And it sounds kind of counterintuitive, kind of like illogical, but it actually worked. True enough, if you did get into a long battle where it'd be nice to have some extra potions, well, you just had to kind of grin and bear it and, do it till you figured out a system that worked. But for the most part, it was good for money. All right, well, let me go ahead and get out of here, and we will get up to the top floor here on the next one. Thanks for watching. To catch up on the rest of the Let's Play, hit the top box, bottom box for all my videos, and mash on that subscribe button over my head if you want to support the Ninja Flips. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.